Wow. How
you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool.
I've typed in the agenda. I'll have that if anybody needs it too.
Cool. Sounds good. I was kind of just typing up the things that I noted we wanted to change on the spring contest.
Okay.
I'll just paste those in the sidebar here. Man, that's crazy about Natalie, huh?
Yeah.
How's she doing? Have you heard anything?
Just what I see on her Instagram and things like that. So I think she's recovering. So things seem to have gone okay, but
You haven't heard whether it was cancer or not, right?
I haven't. No. I know she was back in Cedar Rapids for winter break and seemed to be doing okay. I didn't get a chance to meet up with her or anything though. And I'm using my phone for the hangouts. I don't have a webcam at home, so I can't see any sidebar stuff. So I'll just kind of go off what I hear.
Well, I'll tell you, I think that we're looking at changing, having a magazine cover design instead of just one page. Make sure that multiple people can, submit their name for stories. Change 2-page design to multiple page design because a lot of our magazine spreads have like 4 or 8 pages on them.
Okay.
Change web engagement to social media and not ask for analytics. I guess that was just too confusing for some people. I don't know why it's so confusing. And then get rid of in-depth news and just multimedia storytelling. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Jonathan, Kyle.
Hey.
I was watching because but I hadn't clicked in to join the dialogue, so I guess, need to learn how to do things.
Oh, it's okay.
I talked with Ben yesterday. I thought she was supposed to know tomorrow what kind of results she was getting.
Tomorrow's when you find out.
That's what he was saying at that point.
It's so sad.
We did send flowers.
That's good.
Okay.
Lyle was supposed to come up and join us. It's sitting in my office. Who else is coming?
Oh, I thought there were 4 or 5 people that said they could make it.
Okay. I know Mark Havnen was going to be on the road.
Yeah, only 10 people can do this. I was kind of worried we might get more than 10, but we'll see.
Oh, there is a limit?
Yeah, you can only do 10 people on a Google Hangout.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Oh, we were just talking about Natalie. Sarah, you heard about Natalie, right?
What's that?
Did you hear about Natalie Niemeyer?
Only what you told us. Did you send flowers from IHSPA?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is she doing?
I think she's still in the hospital. Find out more tomorrow, I guess.
Did she know about this for a while, or was it a surprise?
According to Ben, she felt a pain in her side. It was a surprise. Lyle has joined me here.
Hello.
Hi, you guys.
Hey.
Well, should we go ahead and get started? I know we got a bunch of stuff to get through, and everybody's probably got to go.
Yeah, I did want to suggest that the word emergency meeting it got everybody's attention, but it's not like the sky is falling.
Yeah. I was kind of half joking, I think, with that emergency meeting thing.
As long as it got people's attention, whatever works, right?
No.
Just don't yell fire in a theater. One of the things that is on the table is the Iowa Joy Award. And I was talking with Jonathan yesterday that one of the reasons I originally did not put out how much the award was, because historically it's been $100, is that I was thinking that in fourth grade we should up the ante to say 200 or 250. Certainly we have added expenses this year with the cost of using the Better B and C platform, but we also had a relatively successful conference that generated some good revenue for us. So, I mean, I don't want to get carried away with it, but I thought that the board agreed we could go up to 2 or 250 and make that award just a little sweeter.
That sounds good to me. I don't doubt anybody will have a problem with it. And the only other thing would be to add some certificates for the top 5.
Well, when I read that, I kind of got concerned because, as I recall from last year, and I did some research, we only had 4 entries.
Yeah.
And so it seems, how do you decide, okay, if you only get a handful of entries, that you're going to give 5 awards if you have 5 people entering?
Well, I mean, I think you could just do finalist, award-winning finalist, and as long as they weren't, you know, just some real bad entry. I don't think we had any bad entries last year.
No, they were all good.
I'm all fine with the idea of honoring more than one person.
What if we did up to 5, and then there's some latitude there so you're not pigeonholed into 5? For example, 3 places. If you have 4, or, you know, the people who are entering don't know how many enter. You'd have the ability to give a first place and a, you know, the winner in second and third place, or second, third, fourth place, depending on whether the judge feels that they're warranted.
I think that sounds good.
I like that.
Also, so you guys know, Allison can hear us, but she can't get on the video for some reason, so I can relay her thoughts where she's chatting with me on Google Doc here. She said she liked the idea of certificates, but usually people who apply are pretty quality, but looks like she likes the idea of maybe up to 5, like Lyle was saying.
Okay. I just was concerned about having 6 entries, giving out 5 awards, and being the kid who was the 6th.
They won't know, right?
We won't put here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 100 entries, maybe. Who knows?
Well, we sure want more this year. I was having a discussion with Leslie Ship earlier this week about this contest. And she couldn't answer, and I can't answer. The only way you can get to JEA, Joy, is to win this contest. And that's what makes you eligible to enter. But is it the IHSPA Journalist of the Year, JEA Journalist of the Year, and we're doing the hosting of it and giving out the award? Or is it both?
I didn't know. I actually was kind of following you guys' lead, and I think Leslie called it the Iowa Journalist of the Year, and it didn't have either JEA or IHSPA. So, I don't know. What did Leslie think?
She had the same confusion I had. It's always been done here. We've always done it. She did some research. There are a couple states that actually have multiple, where a couple different organizations award Journalist of the Year, and then somehow those organizations get together and pick out the one that goes to JEA.
Well, I think if we're given the money out of our organization, I mean, I don't think IHSPA can be part of it, and then JEA too, because they give out the money for the winners. So I think it could be IHSPA, JEA combined.
Yeah, that was my sentiment. I'll explain later why that matters. Okay. I wanted to talk about the spring news contests, the categories, and the deadline. Sarah and Jonathan have been working over the various categories, and now the last version has 24 categories, which is only 2 more than last year. The 2 are a little inaccurate because I accidentally deleted infographic from that category. But it was unintentional. But we split the category of art illustration into art illustration and a separate category for editorial cartoon or comic strip. We added multimedia story feature, another one for in-depth, and sports. Does that make sense? Does that work for everybody? Because one of the things I want to do is get the rules out there. I've already had advisors asking me what they are, when its deadline is.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I was just going to go over, I just wrote down all the changes that Sarah and I kind of proposed, just to go over them with you, Paul, to make sure we're okay. I put them in the comments over there. Can you guys see the comments? Do you have that clicked on? It's chat. If you click on chat in the upper left-hand corner, the blue, if you hover over the left side of your screen.
I've got it. Lyle's got it.
So basically, I think think it's a good idea to have a magazine cover design. Make sure we can have co-written stories. Change 2-page design to multiple page, though, because a lot of the magazine designs have like 4 to 8 pages. Change web engagement to social media and get rid of analytics. And change multimedia storytelling to not.
Jonathan, your microphone's kind of behaving strangely.
Yeah, I think it's Kyle when he's typing. When,
Wait, I'm trying to get Beth and Allison caught up here because, again, they can hear, but for whatever reason, their invite's not allowing them to get on the video chat. I don't know, John, if you have to invite them or not, but I tried adding them and it's still not working.
okay, I can try and add them, but every time you type, it gets really loud, Kyle.
I think one of the things that happened is they might have done the same thing I did at first, where I could see you guys, but I couldn't get in. I had to click a different link to get in.
So Allison and Beth.
Yep. And on mine, it's like if I just go to the Hangouts option on Google, it should be set up that like one is happening and then you're able to just join in. Again, I don't have a webcam on my home computer, so I'm on my phone here, which is why, the loud typing, which I apologize for.
Did you share the document with them?
Yeah, it's in the, yeah.
Okay. I tried to reflect all of the changes that have been proposed in the document itself. The one thing I missed was I accidentally deleted infographic. And the other thing I don't have reflected there is it allows multiple authorships for stories. I don't think you can have a multiple authors for a photo in the document itself. I accidentally deleted infographic. Coming back. Multiple authorships for stories.
Hey, Allison. Hey, Beth.
So, I accidentally deleted. It says here. Multiple authorships for stories. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Hey, Allison. Hey, Beth.
So, authorships for stories. That's weird. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Hi. Why am I looping? Why do I have two things going on?
I think it's okay now. I think it was being a little weird there for a second. So, Allison and Beth, we are chatting, or you shared some things in chat. If you hover over the left side, there's a blue chat button over there. You can see the spring contest.
Why am I looping? Why do I have two things going on?
I think it's okay now. I think
You're a DJ, Paul.
It just keeps going over and over again.
Hey, Paul. You can see
Why am I looping? Why do I have two things going on?
maybe I'll just mute Paul for a while. I think it's okay now. I think
You're a DJ, Paul.
It just keeps going over and over again.
Hey, Paul. Maybe I'll just mute Paul for a while. I think it's okay I'm trying to unmute Paul now, but it's not working.
How about this? Am I there now?
There you go.
Okay. For some reason, it was looping.
You had it on DJ, Paul.
I didn't, well, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. We know that. I tried, as I was saying, or trying to say, I tried to incorporate all the comments and suggestions that Jonathan and Sarah had made into the document. The one thing I did, it was by accident, deleted infographic. And the other thing that's not noted there is multiple authorship, and we can certainly take care of that. I actually think that was the case last year.
Okay, yeah, I think that all sounds good. Does any of the other board members have any ideas for the spring journalism contest or have any problem with those changes?
No, do you need a motion to approve them? Or
Hang
what do you
on
need?
1 second. The one thing I observed this afternoon in rereading them, and I would like to put in that in the art and illustration, it can't be a comic, because I think the way it's written now, one could actually enter the same piece in both categories. Is that reasonable? You have to make a choice.
Yeah, that sounds good, Paul.
How about, if nobody has, is everybody supported, how about a motion?
I motion for the changes to the spring journalism contest.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, great. Paul, were you thinking 200 or 250 for the? How much were you thinking for the? We can afford for the Joy winner.
I was thinking this year, let's do 200 and see how our money is in 3 years.
Okay, I motion that the Joy winner get a $200 scholarship this year.
Second.
Can I amend that motion
Sure,
that it's not considered a scholarship, it's an award?
an award. Okay.
Because scholarship takes on some tone that for beat counters poses me.
Okay, so I motion that IHSPA gives $200 award for the Journalist of the Year competition.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The other thing that tied to spring news is the deadline. And last year, it was the 16th of March, which effectively is the first Monday in spring break. If we move up to, you know, compatibly, that's Monday the 14th. Does that work for people's calendars?
For the spring contest, not the Joy Award.
Joy, this is not Joy. This is
Okay.
the categories. And
What do you think, March 14th, Paul?
March
That's
14th.
spring break this year.
And that's one idea. One question, one thing to consider is the number of advisors want to get their hands on the results as soon as possible, so those assemblies you have in this, you know, late spring can be observed. The sooner we make the contest deadline, the sooner we have results. Would it be conceivable to move that deadline to March 7th?
That's fine with me. Anybody else?
From the 14th to the 7th.
Think about when your issues break.
I think When's spring break is like the 10th, like for us, right?
Starts the 11th. I mean, the 12th. Yeah. The 12th through the 20th.
That's when ours is this week too.
Yeah, it's not going to be a huge deal for me. We're not coming out with we're just doing a special edition magazine then, so.
How does it break for people like Allison and Beth?
That would work. It's not going to make any difference for me.
So if the committee supports March 7th, a Monday, let's just make it March 7th.
Okay.
We need a motion. Let's do it.
A motion that the spring journalism contest deadline be March 7th.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we got ISJW update, and then we got some website special project update, and then I think that's it. So what's going on with the summer camp, Paul?
It's back on, as we've announced. One of the things in it is that it became something on my plate. So that's one of the reasons I'm really pushing to get things done. I've been in contact with a lot of faculty that had done it in the past. Most of them have come back. There are a few that spots that I'm trying to fill, and I've had some good success at filling some spots that, in some spots. The one thing that I've still got to fill is yearbook. So that thing's going on. I really hope that the schools are able to send kids. You know, we made a real good case that our IHSPA made a real good case with David Reif that this was an important thing and valued it. You know, just
Well, and on that, Paul, I think the University of Iowa has never asked IHSPA to really help promote it or give discounts or do anything to really drive membership. So I think if you're asking us as an organization to help drive membership, I think we'd be willing to do that. But I think that we need to, you know,
I'm not so much asking IHSPA, but I'm asking individual advisors to consider it as one of the places their kids might go this summer, and just make sure that they have an awareness that it's here. Because I don't think, I mean, yes, IHSPA has money to put on our conference and to do our awards, but I don't know that IHSPA really has money to be shifting to the workshops.
I don't think it has to be money. I just meant like just some help promoting, and you know, I guess I did say discount possibly for members, but you know, that would be a scratch. We'll scratch your back if you help us out too. But if that's not possible, you know, we understand. But I think that, you know, obviously all our people think it's a good thing, and you know, we can definitely do some promotion of it to help people try and get some better numbers this year.
One thing my students brought up that have attended the workshop in the past, and I just am passing it along, is they really thought it would be cool if there was more of a connection to the Daily Iowan, if they maybe got to shadow reporters or have a chance that a winning article could run in the Daily Iowan. I know they've done that in the past, but really having a connection. I think they think the DI is cool, and it'd be nice to be more involved and see what a college newspaper is like. 'Cause a lot of them will be doing that in a few years, and that was something. And then that was pretty much it. They said it'd be great if there were some advanced workshops, like if there was a regular design, advanced design, but I think we kind of already established that with Chris Snyder and stuff like that. So never mind about the last part. But the DI, they really love. So.
Well,
I was going to ask Sarah, do you know if they would be willing to be there in the evening, because the place is pretty dead during the day, and the DI is a skeleton staff in the summer. There are students around, but they'll come in at 4 or 5 in the afternoon and start doing some things.
I think my students would. I can't speak for others, but I know that they would think it's pretty cool to do that and have it be more of a real world experience. So be there late at night, you know, or whenever they're finishing up the pages, and or maybe have, you know, shadow a reporter so they know what's going on. But I think they'd be willing.
One of the things that I ask everybody's indulgence on is this is a huge plate of spaghetti that I'm still discovering all the nuances of, and it will take me, just like it took me a long time to figure out the twists and turns of IHSPA, it will take me a significant amount of time to walk this workshop. But I did this thing 46 years ago as a kid, and I want to see it succeed this year. So that's kind of my personal motivation.
Yeah, Paul, I'd reiterate what Sarah said too. Like, I think the more connections you can develop with like the Daily Iowan, and like I know I can ask my friends at Hawkeye Sports to, you know, do some more mentoring and hands-on stuff with some of what they're doing. I mean, I know that's always those tours that people do and other things like that. And we need to get that in the descriptions so that people see that, so that they know that that's happening when they sign up. I think that the more things like that we can get in the flyers and get out to people and let people know that those will be selling points for students too. And as you know, what's going on with the scholarships, or I know that cost. I feel like the cost of the camp and scholarships have definitely hurt attendance.
They have not set the prices. One of the things that people can know is that we're shifting some of the backside, or some of the things that Sam did in producing this workshop, to the conference center. So a different organization is going to be making the appointments, doing the contracts, doing that huge amount of backbone that Sam always did in his equation. So there's a lot of steep learning curve for me on this thing. So scholarships, I know there will be scholarships. I just don't know what they will be. And I do know that, you know, we meet tomorrow to set prices and some deadlines and things like that. So, you know, obviously I want to keep things as reasonably priced as possible. Nobody's trying to make money on this equation. I'm not getting $1 out of this project.
I would say my one thing, if you guys are talking about that tomorrow, Paul, at some of the other summer camps, they go shorter and cheaper. And if it's $100 cheaper, $150 cheaper to do it Sunday through Wednesday, I think that might be something to really consider, especially if you can do it a lot cheaper for a 2 or 3 day camp, because I think that would definitely get a lot more people if it was down in the $300 range for a Sunday to Wednesday or something like that.
Folks, I got to bail. Sorry, Paul, but I've got to go to a 4 o'clock thing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
See ya. Thanks for coming along.
Not the other one. Yeah. I appreciate that feedback, and I'll definitely take that to the equation. I think one of the things that we were looking at this year was trying not so much to reinvent, but to make sure that the thing stayed got the thing on track from that standpoint. But I'll definitely take that shorter, cheaper thing to the table. That's one thing. The other thing I wanted to take up here with the board is that the folks at INA, Iowa Newspaper Association, those of you that were at the board meeting this summer, recall that I talked about that they wanted to do something, an event. We gave them advice. They wanted to, about it, doing something in February. They couldn't pull something like that off. they've decided that INA is doing an event for high school kids on the 6th of April. I'm sending out a card on it soon. I've been consulting with them and sharing information, but I don't consider it a Iowa High School Press Association event. But I also want to make, that they are doing a Des Moines conference on, they're calling it New Leadership and Innovation in High School Media. It'll be at Drake on April 6th. But I just wanted to make people aware of this thing. They have a couple of awards they will be creating for this. So they had suggested in the last couple of days, wondering whether we would be willing to hand out our Joy Award at this event.
April 6th in Drake and Des Moines?
Yep.
Will there be like, it's a camp for a student? Is that during the week? When is that?
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Are they going to give some money or something? Or they just want to give the award?
They haven't said. That's a discussion for another day.
Okay. Throw in $500 and your name on it, and you're good to go.
Well, I wanted to make you guys aware of it. Originally, they were putting IHSPA on this thing as a sponsor, and I was concerned that it would cause confusion with our membership about it being our event, because it's not, kind of thing. But I think anything that creates an opportunity for high school journalists to learn a little more is worthy of, that's why I collaborated with them. So, none of our money.
Is this an attempt to, because we at the summer meeting we talked a little bit about trying to make IHSPA maybe not just a University of Iowa thing? Is that, or is that not?
It's not so much that. I mean, Drake has a stake in this, Simpson, Iowa State has a stake in this thing. Part of it is they're looking at it as a recruiting thing. IHSPA gets a huge amount of support from journalism school. We get incredibly cheap rooms for our conferences, kind of thing, and we finally got the people in the western part of the state to show up here. I know that some people over there in Des Moines think that we ought to alternate the conference, or that there ought to be a Des Moines presence there. Realistically, there's one state basketball tournament, there's one volleyball tournament, there's one of a lot of things. I don't see doing anything to degrade it, but I don't think this would be a bad thing for them to do something, but for journalists. If we want to give out our award, I'm going to listen to them and see whether they want to add money to the platter. But
I like the idea of what Sarah's saying, to bridge out and have some more stuff in Des Moines. I do think maybe they should throw in a little bit of money for the scholarship or the award money or something like that. Hey, what's going on with the winter not thaw or whatever? Is there registration somewhere? Or?
That's our next topic.
Okay.
Good point. Good segue. Does anybody else have any more thoughts about the Drake thing?
I think it's good to do something with them in Des Moines and widen our organization. It's great. I think if they could just throw in a little bit of money for the award or something like that, I think it's fine.
So would we be willing to hand out our Joy Award at that event? That kid is already going to know that they won it, because to go on to JEA, they've already, it's already been revealed. So I don't think it hurts to honor them at that point.
The only thing I was going to say is at JEA, they know the finalists, so it'd be kind of nice if we could reveal the Iowa Joy Award finalists, so that those kids might say, oh, I got to make an effort to make sure I go to Des Moines, so that they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just do the top 5 finalists and then announce the winner at that contest or at that.
It'll already be announced. Because,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
but honoring all of them at that point would be a really good idea. So, kind of unturned water. Winter, just good. Everybody, if we could talk about winter thaw for a minute. So on winter thaw, I have a meeting, a conference call tomorrow with people from Meredith. The plan I'm working on, and I've still got to solidify it, is that it is on whatever day I've got on the website. And it's at Meredith. We'll spend the morning doing things like touring and hearing from editors at Meredith, and then we'll have a session in the afternoon. And I'm hoping to engage the JEA mentors in leading that. One of the topics we might cover is grading, but it's that sharing session that I think Thaw has always been good at, having something that people can let their hair down and talk about what's going on, because you're the only one at your school doing your thing. What can I call winter thaw besides winter thaw so it's got that professional ring? Hello?
Yeah, I
Did
think
you come up with something before, like at the fall conference? Did somebody pitch an idea? Remember that?
Kyle, do you remember? I thought it was just something real plain like winter journalism professional development. Or
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
just so that when I put it on my leave form, I can sound like I'm going somewhere educational.
For high school media advisors? So if we call it Professional Development Day for high school media advisors?
I don't think you need that. That's going to get too clunky. Just call it professional development, and then that implies it's for adults.
Okay. Okay. The one challenge we have in Des Moines is that we can't park on the Meredith parking lot, so people will have to park on the street. Is that going to cause people angst?
We had the same thing last year at the
That's
register.
fine.
No problem.
No.
Okay.
I'm just looking on the website, and I don't see a post about it. I know I had written down that it was February 19th, and I don't know, but I just didn't see anything on the IHSPA
I can
website. So I don't know. Are advisors aware of it?
They will be by Friday.
Yeah, we need to get something out quick about that.
The call I was supposed to have, or am having tomorrow, had been delayed for a week because of the person at Meredith, so they became unavailable unexpectedly.
Now, so what are we gonna call it? Winter Journalism PD, or is that
Sounds good.
Yep.
fine?
Yep. We'll do that. Formerly known as winter thaw.
Yeah, I just think if you can get something out this week, Paul, I think that's important, or we're not gonna get very many people to show up.
Yep, we'll get that out. That's what I have.
The last thing I wanted to just thank Sarah for doing the posts on the website and I threw up an advisor advice thing today, and I was going to put something out to our board members and everybody to do, something for the organization this year and maybe help out with the website, or I think it'd be great. I was going to password protect the advisor advice section, just another thing that only IHSPA members get, and I guess I just wanted to throw it out to you guys if you guys had any ideas. I know in JEA it just seems like at all our meetings and stuff they all do a very good job of slightly nudging everybody into doing something nice for the organization or something like that, or writing posts or whatever. So thanks, Sarah. And does anybody else have any thoughts on that or any ideas?
We should go back and pick up the column that Gary Lindsay wrote either last year or the year before under that for why he had students enter contests and what his strategy was. And that could be another thing that could be put in that password protected arena.
And I think I might change it from a page to a category so that the page is kind of hard to search for and stuff like that. So
that was strange this morning, Jonathan, when you sent me that note that I didn't need users because they were there.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then when I came in, I mean, it looked like you had wiped out, at least from home, it looked like you wiped out the story that I'd added that had actually the actual link as to how to enter. But then when I went to the office, it was there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but I didn't do anything to yours or anything.
So, you might want to look at, instead, like you say, putting it in a different way, because it does display kind of goofy in that bar up there, especially since it's got like the whole 9 yards or the whole.
Yeah, and we need to. What's the size for the featured image? We need to make sure we get all the images the right size. It looks kind of weird right now on the website. I'll figure it out.
900 by 600.
Is it 900 by 6? It usually is, but
I don't recall.
Sites are, I think, with that new update.
oh yeah, because it's a SNO site now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be 900 by 600.
I really do like these Hangouts because I think we get a lot done. I don't like Hangouts where we don't have anything to cover, but this one was worthwhile. And I think we should do them more often.
All right, well, that's about it that I had covered. Anybody else have anything?
We need to make sure. I have urged Leslie and people on the yearbook group to look at the whole book contest, because that thing, one of the things is explained to her, Leslie, is that that's a contest and an evaluation. And sometimes people get a little angst when they don't get the rating they got last year, or they think that they got judged by somebody who was using local standards. Apparently, what I didn't know is that yearbooks in different parts of the country look dramatically different. And I've been trying to get judges from a variety of places in the country. I asked the question, am I doing our advisors a disservice if we don't get regional advisors? Leslie says she looks to California when she wants to see cutting edge. So I'm challenging the yearbook folks to take the same hard look at their whole book contest as the group, as you and Sarah have done with the spring news contests. Obviously, something not to settle, but as we continue to try to evolve. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think so.
Right. Hey, thanks everybody.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, Paul, do you just want to send us the final draft of the spring journalism contest before you send it out?
Yep. I'm going to dust it off. Please copy it, edit. I will tell you, I admit it over and over again, I am the world's worst copy editor. So I value copy editing.
Sounds good. And so look to see stuff about the winter journalism PD and the summer camp soon too, I guess, huh?
Yeah, well, the website, we've been working on updating that thing. I really kind of need the prices and some dates, but actually the site continues to get updated from that standpoint. So we'll get there. Obviously, that's a separate thing, but it's something that's going to take a lot of attention, and I think it's worth doing.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for coming, Beth.
Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Sarah.
Bye.